What's up, guys? It's Casey here with BWADEPICKS, and I've got some college football props lined up for Friday that we're going to go over the data, the analysis on why I like these plays, and kind of show the reasoning behind it, why I'm putting my own money on those plays. So, looking back at NFL, I think it was Monday, Ravens and Lions game, I gave out some props for, and we didn't do so great. We went 2 for 5. Neither of the parlays cashed. But being fully transparent here, this is sports betting, this is gambling. At the end of the day, I'm here trying to make you guys a shit ton of money, but we're not always going to win, right? So manage your bankroll properly, manage your unit sizes, and, we will be profitable in the long run. So looking over those slips, we had Lamar Jackson for over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He cleared that line with 3. We had Zay Flowers for over his receiving yards line, and he only had 13, so shitty day for him, and then the Ravens lost. So that slip got chalked, and then I had a sleeper slip. We had Jahmyr Gibbs over his rushing and receiving yards line, and Goff for his pass completion line. So Goff's line did not hit. He stayed under, and Gibbs went over. Now, about that sleeper slip, I actually live in PA, so I can't place the picks through sleeper. I just know BWADE does, and a lot of you guys do as well. I didn't realize you can't place a two-man slip from the same team through sleeper and some of these other DFS apps. So going forward, I now know that, and we won't have that confusion again. But anyways, if you're looking to try out VIP and you want to grow your bankroll over time steadily, we have a lot of winning days in VIP. We also have some losing days. So again, being fully transparent there. But we've given you 2 simple options to get into VIP. You can either use code NFL. That's going to get you 80% off your first week in VIP. Or you can sign up on either of the 2 apps that I'm placing these picks through today, or any of the apps down in the description below. Using code BWADE, make your first deposit. Send us a screenshot on Instagram, and we're going to lock you in for a free week of VIP completely free. So 2 super simple ways to get in if you want to give that a try. We also have a giveaway this month. It is a Justin Herbert signed jersey. BWADE does a giveaway once a month, I think probably like the past year now, and it's just kind of a thanks to you guys and a thanks to the subscribers and followers, and just kind of give back a little bit. So super dope jersey. All you got to do to get entered to win the jersey is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop a comment. You're going to be entered. That giveaway happens at the end of the month, and it will be shipped out completely free. So again, super dope jersey. And super easy to get entered into the giveaway. So let's dive into these picks. All right, guys, so our first prop we're diving into is Relique Brown over 49.5 rushing yards. This is an alternative line. His line is set at over 59.5 right now. So we're going to take a little bit of cushion here, take the over 49.5. He's clearing this in 60% of his last 5 games, averaging 82.6 rushing yards per game. You can see over his last 3, he is well going over this, hitting 80 against Baylor, then 144, 110. And then if we go into the 2025 season so far, he's hitting this at a 75% clip, okay? So same thing. First game we were under, but is on a strong uphill climb right now, okay? The only thing that is kind of holding us against this play is TCU's defense against rushing yards allowed. They're ranked 38th, which isn't really favorable right now. But the thing to look at is if Arizona State's trying to control this game against TCU's high-powered offense, they're going to want to run the ball more and control the clock. So I think what they're going to do is rush the ball, control the clock, and get points on the field that way, right? So if we look at his longest rush, he's in his last couple games, like he's got a 75-yard rush, 26-yard rush, 19, 14, so his longest rushes are pretty decent, and when you look at those with the and pair them with the rush attempts, against Baylor he had 21 rush attempts. So our line of 50 rushing yards, if he's still getting a good amount of ball carries, he should clear this line no problem. So that's going to be prop 1. We're taking Relique Brown over 49.5 rushing yards. I'm placing that through Onyx Odds. And then we're going to dive into the next play that we're pairing with that. So we're looking at TCU points over 24.5 for their team total. Over their last 5 games, they've cleared this in 80%, averaging 35 points. So you can see here the only game that they were under that line was on 20 points. So we're still looking pretty close there. And if you go to their head-to-head so far this season, or not head-to-head, but so far this season, they've cleared this in every game. So 35 points there, 42, 48. They're still sitting well above that line. And then over their course of their last 10 games, they're at an 80%. So still averaging that 34 points per game. So we're still keeping around that mid-30 range. And then if you go back to last season, we're hitting at 77% over this line, still averaging around that mid-30s range, okay? They only had 3 games last year where they went under this line, and 2 of them were close, the other one not so much. So, and we're going against Arizona State's defense, which is a neutral rank, 56. Not bad, not that great. So that's kind of a good spot to put us in. Now, we're going to take both of these plays on Onyx Odds, and I think that gives us about a 2x multiply. So if you don't have Onyx Odds yet, they have probably one of the best promos on any sportsbooks I've noticed. You get $100 basically for free. You can sign up with code BWADE, make a $10 deposit, and you're going to get 4 $25 slips completely free to place your picks with. And the nice thing about that as well, once you sign up for Onyx Odds, send a screenshot to our Instagram and we will lock you into VIP completely free as well. So it's kind of a win-win, no-brainer situation there. And they have great payouts. They're available to in states like California and Texas where you can't traditionally bet on game lines. As well, you can mix game lines, player props, same team bets. You can basically do anything. All right, guys, so we're looking at Josh Hoover to go over 269.5 passing yards. If you look this season so far, he's hitting this 100% of the time. So all 3 games, he's cleared the passing yards line. Now, going back to his last 10, he's still hitting this at a 60%. And each one of those games, he was right around still clearing that line. Now, going over his last 5, he's still hitting 60% of the time, averaging 292. So we're still well above that 269.5 line. What I really like about this play is going against Arizona State's passing yard defense. They're ranked 97th in the league, so this puts him in a very favorable spot to exceed his passing yards. That's going to be our first prop for this parlay. Now, let's dive into the second pick. All right, guys, so we're kind of looking at the same thing that we just did. We're going to take Houston's points over 25.5 paired with Josh Hoover. They've cleared this line 60% of the time over their last 5 games. And if you go to all 3 games this 2025 season, they've hit that over, okay? Going against the Beavers' defense for points allowed, they are ranked 131st in the league. So it puts us in a very favorable spot for them to keep this trend climbing, going over that points line. We're pairing that with Josh Hoover, so give me the over on both of those, locking that in on Onyx Odds as well. Don't forget about the Justin Herbert jersey. All you got to do to enter that, subscribe to this video, like and comment down below. Drop a comment if you're tailing on these picks, and let's make some fucking money.